addition and subtraction of numbers up to 999. In this chapter, we are going to be learning about regrouping tens into 100, regrouping twice, addition of 3-digit numbers with regrouping, addition of 3-digit numbers without regrouping, subtracting 3-digit numbers, word problems, recall of subtraction, subtraction of a 2-digit number from a 3-digit number without borrowing, subtraction of 2-digit numbers with borrowing, subtraction of a 2-digit number from a 3-digit number with borrowing, and subtraction of 3-digit numbers with borrowing at the ones place. Warm up. Add the numbers. A. 50 plus 38. The answer is 88. B. 49 plus 30. The answer is 79. Add the numbers with regrouping. A. 55 plus 37. The answer is 92. B. 245 plus 321. The answer is 566. C. 71 plus 19. The answer is 90. D. 110 plus 201. The answer is 311. Subtract the numbers. A. 90 minus 37. The answer is 53. B. 67 minus 34. The answer is 33. C. 81 minus 52. The answer is 29. D. 85 minus 41. The answer is 44. Beena had 198 balls. She lost 132 balls while playing. How many balls are left with her? The answer is 66 balls. My father gave me 100 rupees. I bought a cake for rupees 85. How much money is left with me? I have 15 rupees. The answer is 15. Let us start. Regrouping tens into 100. In some cases, while adding 2-digit numbers, you get a 3-digit answer. Mohan scored 73 and 54 runs in 2 matches. Find the total runs scored by him in the 2 matches. 73 plus 54. Write the numbers one below the other according to the place value and add. Step 1. Add the ones. 3 plus 4. Write 7 in the ones place of the answer. Step 2. Add the tens. 7 and 5 is equal to 12 tens. Regroup the tens to 100. Write the 2 under the tens place and 1 under the hundreds place. The answer 127. Mohan has scored 127 runs in the 2 matches, where 1 is in the hundreds place, 2 is in the tens place, and 7 is in the ones place. Couple had 53 stickers in his album. He pasted 95 more. How many stickers does he have in the album now? 53 plus 95. Step 1. Add the ones. Write 8 in the ones place of the answer. Step 2. Add the tens. 5 and 9 is equal to 14 tens. Regroup the 10 tens to 100. Write 4 under the tens place and 1 under the hundreds place. Answer: 148. Kapil has 148 stickers in the album, where 1 is in the hundreds place, 4 is in the tens place, and 8 is in the ones place. Exercise: add the numbers by regrouping at the tens place. A. 95 plus 50. Step 1. Add the ones. That is 5 plus 0. Write 5 in the ones place of the answer. Step 2. Add the tens. 9 plus 5 is equal to 14. Write 4 under the tens place and 1 under the hundreds place. The answer is 145. B. 72 plus 46. Step 1. Add the ones. 6 plus 2. Write 8 in the ones place of the answer. Step 2. Add the tens. 7 plus 4 is equal to 11. Write 1 in the tens place and 1 in the hundreds place. The answer is 118. Regrouping twice. We have learnt how to regroup at the ones place and at the tens place. Now let us combine them and regroup twice. Add 67 and 59. Step 1. Add the ones and regroup. 7 plus 9 is equal to 16 ones, where 1, 10 and 6 ones. Step 2. Add the tens and regroup. 1 plus 6 plus 5 is equal to 12 tens, where 1 is in the hundreds place, 2 is in the tens place, and 6 is in the ones place. Answer: 67 plus 59 is equal to 126. Exercise: add the numbers by regrouping at the ones place and at the tens place. A. 95 plus 66. Step 1. Add the ones and regroup. 6 plus 5 is equal to 11. 1 is in the ones place and 1 is in the tens place. Step 2. Add the tens and regroup. 1 plus 9 plus 6 is equal to 16, where 1 is in the hundreds place, 6 is in the tens place, and 1 is in the ones place. B. 78 plus 67. Step 1. Add the ones and regroup. 8 plus 7 is equal to 15, where 5 is in the ones place and 1 is in the tens place. Step 2. Add the tens and regroup. 1 plus 7 plus 6 is equal to 14. Answer is 145, where 1 is in the hundreds place, 4 is in the tens place, and 5 is in the ones place. Addition of 3-digit numbers with regrouping. Let us add 345, 201 and 143. Write the numbers one below the other as shown. Step 1. Add the ones. 5 plus 1 plus 3 is equal to 9 ones. Step 2. Add the tens. 4 plus 0 plus 4 is equal to 8 tens. Step 3. Add the hundreds. 3 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 6 hundredths. Therefore, 345 plus 201 plus 143 is equal to 689, where 6 is in the hundreds place, 8 is in the tens place, and 9 is in the ones place. The sum is 689. Addition of 3-digit numbers without regrouping. Let us add 329 and 156. Write the numbers one below the other as shown. Step 1. Add the ones, 9 ones plus 6 ones. The answer is 15 ones. Now regroup 15 ones, where 1 is in the tens place and 5 is in the ones place. Carry over 110 and write it under 7. Step 2. Add the tens. 1 10 carried over plus 2 tens plus 5 tens is equal to 8 tens. Write 8 in the tens place. Step 3. Add the hundreds. 300 plus 100 will give us 400. Write 4 in the hundreds place. The sum is 485, where 4 is in the hundreds place, 8 is in the tens place, and 5 is in the ones place. Exercise. Add the numbers. A. 42 plus 78. Step 1. Add the ones. 8 plus 2 will give us 10. Now regroup 10 ones as 1 in the tens place and 0 in the ones place. Step 2. Add the tens. 1 carried over plus 4 plus 7 is equal to 12. Write 1 in the hundreds place, 2 in the tens place, and 0 in the ones place. The sum is 120. B. 17 plus 96. Step 1. Add the ones. 7 plus 6 is equal to 13. Write 1 in the tens place and 3 in the ones place. Step 2. Add the tens. Write 1 carried over plus 1 plus 9 is equal to 11. The sum is 113, where 1 is in the hundreds place, 1 is in the tens place, and 3 in the ones place. Subtracting 3-digit numbers. Let us subtract 145 from 459. Step 1. Subtract the ones. 9 minus 5 is equal to 4 ones. Step 2. Subtract the tens. 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds. 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Hence, 459 minus 145 is equal to 314. Exercise. Subtract the numbers. A. 456 minus 123. Step 1. Subtract the ones. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Step 2. Subtract the tens. 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds. 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. The answer is 333. B. 247 minus 140. Step 1. Subtract the ones. 7 minus 0 is equal to 7. Step 2. Subtract the tens. 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. The answer is 107. Word problems. At a picnic, there were 214 men, 341 women, and 234 children. How many people were there? There were 214 men plus 341 women plus 234 children. Step 1. Add the ones. 4 plus 1 plus 4 is equal to 9. Write 9 in the answer of the ones place. Step 2. Add the tens. 1 plus 4 plus 3 is equal to 8. Write 8 in the answer of the tens place. Step 3. Add the hundreds. 2 plus 3 plus 2 is equal to 7. The answer is 789 people, where 7 is in the hundreds place, 8 is in the tens place, and 9 is in the ones place. A man loaded 255 baskets of fruits on a truck. If 18 baskets were stolen, how many were left? Let us subtract 255 minus 18. Step 1. Subtract the ones place. 5 minus 8. But since 5 is lesser than 8, we are going to borrow 1 from the tens place. Cancel 5, write 4, and write 1 in the ones place. 15 minus 8 is equal to 7. Step 2. Subtract the tens place. 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Subtract the hundreds place. 2 minus 0 is equal to 2. The answer is 237 baskets. Exercise. 3 packets of toffees had 248, 215 and 223 toffees. Find the total number of toffees. Let us add 248 plus 215 plus 223. Step 1. Add the ones place. 8 plus 5 plus 3 is equal to 16. Write 6 in the ones place and regroup 1 in the tens place. Step 2. Add the tens. 4 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 is equal to 8. Write 8 in the tens place. Step 3. Add the hundreds. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is equal to 6. Write 6 in the hundreds place. The sum is equal to 686 toffees. Second, Ajay read 3 storybooks. The books had 132, 215 and 128 pages. How many pages did he read? Let us add 132 plus 215 plus 128. Step 1. Add the ones place. 8 plus 5 plus 2 is equal to 15. Write 5 in the ones place and 1 in the tens place. Step 2. Add the tens. 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 is equal to 7. Write 7 in the tens place. Step 3. Add the hundreds. 1 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 4. Write 4 in the hundreds place. Therefore, the answer is 475 pages. Subtraction recall. Subtraction is taking away some objects from a creation number of objects. The steps followed to subtract a number from another number are: first subtract the ones and then the tens. For example, subtract 12 from 46. Write 4 in the tens place, 6 in the ones place, and below that write 1 in the tens place and 2 in the ones place. Step 1. Subtract the ones. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. Write 4 in the ones place. Step 2. Subtract the tens. 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Write 3 in the tens place. The answer is 34. Subtraction of a 2-digit number from a 3-digit number without borrowing. Let us learn the method of subtracting a 2-digit number from a 3-digit number. Consider the following example. A shopkeeper had 177 liters of kerosene. He sold 45 liters to a customer. How much of kerosene is left with the shopkeeper? Write the numbers vertically method. Step 1. Subtract the ones. 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. Write 2 in the ones place. Step 2. Subtract the tens. 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. Write 3 in the tens place. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds. 1 minus 0 is equal to 1. Write 1 in the hundreds place. The answer is 132 liters. Subtraction of 2-digit numbers with borrowing. Sometimes while subtracting, you may have to regroup the tens into ones in order to carry out the subtraction. For example, subtract 16 from 33. 33 has 3 tens and 3 ones. 16 has 1 10 and 6 ones. As there are not enough ones, borrow ones. Borrow 1 10 from 3 tens and regroup it into 13. Step 1. Remove 6 ones from 13 ones. That is, you get 7 ones. Write 7 under the answer of ones. Step 2. Remove 1 10 from 2 tens. That is, you get 1 10. Write it under the tens place. The answer is 17. Subtraction of a 2-digit number from a 3-digit number with borrowing. Sometimes when you subtract a 2-digit number from a 3-digit number, you may have to regroup the hundreds into tens and then subtract. Let us understand this with an example. A library has 266 storybooks. The librarian issued 83 books to pupils. How many storybooks are left in the library? Write the numbers vertically. That is 266 minus 83. Step 1. Subtract the ones. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Write 3 in the ones place. Step 2. Subtract the tens. 6 minus 8. But 6 is not enough. Therefore, we borrow 1 from the hundreds place. Cancel 2 and write 1. And take 1 and write it beside 6 in the tens place. 16 tens minus 8 tens is equal to 8 tens. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds. 1 minus 0 is equal to 1. Write 1 in the hundreds place. Therefore, the answer is 183. Thus, a total of 183 storybooks are left in the library. Exercise. Subtract the numbers. A. 173 minus 52. Step 1. Subtract the ones place. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Step 2. Subtract the tens place. 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds place. 1 minus 0 is equal to 1. The answer is 121. B. 659 minus 48. Step 1. Subtract the ones place. 9 minus 8 is equal to 1. Step 2. Subtract the tens place. 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds place. 6 minus 0 is equal to 6. Write 6 in the hundreds place, 1 in the tens place, and 1 in the ones place. The answer is 611. Subtract the numbers. Remember to regroup the hundreds into tens. A. 143 minus 82. Step 1. Subtract the ones. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Step 2. Subtract the tens place. 4 minus 8. But since there are not enough tens, we borrow 100 from the hundreds place and regroup them into tens. Cancel 1 and write 0 from the hundreds place and take 1 in the tens place and write it beside 4. Therefore, 14 minus 8 is equal to 6. The answer is 61. B. 281 minus 90. Step 1. Subtract the ones place. 1 minus 0 is equal to 1. Step 2. Subtract the tens place. 8 minus 9. But there are not enough tens, so we borrow 100 from the hundreds place and regroup them into tens. We cancel 2 from the hundreds place and make it 1. So 1 will come in the tens place beside 8 and become 18. 18 minus 9 is equal to 9. Write 9 in the tens place. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds. 1 minus 0 is equal to 1. Therefore, 191 is the answer. Fill in the blanks. A. 968 minus 86. Write the numbers one below the other according to their place value and subtract. Step 1. 8 minus 6 is equal to 2. Step 2. Subtract the tens place. But since there are not enough tens, we borrow 100 from the hundreds place and regroup them into tens. Therefore, 16 minus 8 is equal to 8. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds place. 8 minus 0 is equal to 8. Write 8 in the hundreds place, 8 in the tens place, and 2 in the ones place. The answer is 882. B. 623 minus 40. Write the numbers one below the other according to their place value. Step 1. Subtract the ones place. 3 minus 0 is equal to 3. Write 3 in the tens place. Step 2. Subtract the tens, but there are not enough tens, so we borrow 100 from the hundreds place and regroup them in tens. So 12 minus 4 is equal to 8. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds place. 5 minus 0 is equal to 5. Write 5 in the hundreds place. The answer is 583. Solve the following problems. Sahil gave 500 to the bus conductor. The bus fare was 120. How much money should Sahil get back from the conductor? Let us subtract 500 minus 120. Write it one below the other according to their place value. Step 1. Subtract in the ones place. You will get the answer as 0. Step 2. Subtract the tens place, but there are not enough tens, so we borrow from the hundreds place. 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. Write 8 in the tens place. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds place. 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Write 3 in the hundreds place. The answer we get is 380 rupees. B. Neeta bought 145 toffees and she shared 73 of them with her friends. How many toffees were left with Neeta? Let us subtract 145 minus 73. Write them one below the other according to their place value. Step 1. Subtract the ones place. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. Step 2. Subtract the tens, but there are not enough tens, so we borrow 100 from the hundreds place and regroup it in the tens place. So 14 minus 7 is equal to 7. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds place, but there is 0 in the hundreds place, so we write 0. The answer is 72, where 7 is in the tens place and 2 is in the ones place. Subtraction of 3-digit numbers with borrowing at the ones place. In a cricket match, Saurabh team scored 272 runs. The couple team scored only 155 runs. Let us find the number of runs by which Saurabh team won the match. 272 has 2 ones and 155 has 5 ones. As there are not enough ones, borrow 110 from the 7 tens and regroup it into 10 ones. Now, there are 12 ones. Step 1. Subtract the ones. That is 12 minus 5 is equal to 7. Step 2. Subtract the tens. That is 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds. That is 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Therefore, Saurabh team won the match by 117 runs. In a 1000-meter race, 2 runners completed the race in 184 seconds and 168 seconds respectively. Find the difference in the timing of the 2 runners. 184 has 4 ones and 168 has 8 ones. As there are not enough ones, borrow 110 from 8 tens and regroup it into 10 ones. Now there is 14 ones. Step 1. Subtract the ones, that is 14 minus 8 is equal to 6. Subtract the tens, that is 7 minus 6 is equal to 1. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds, that is 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. 0 is in the hundreds place, 1 is in the tens place, and 6 is in the ones place. Therefore, the difference between their timings is 16 seconds. Subtraction of 3-digit numbers with borrowing at the ones place and the tens place. Subtraction of 2 3-digit numbers may require borrowing at both ones and tens places. For example, subtract 128 from 413. The number 413 has 4 hundreds, 1 10 and 3 ones. The number 128 has 100, 2 tens and 8 ones. Since there are not enough ones, borrow 1 10 and regroup it into ones. Step 1. Subtract the ones. That is, 13 minus 8 is equal to 5. 5 comes in the ones place of the answer. Now, there are not enough tens at the tens place of the number 413. Borrow 100 and regroup it into 10 tens. Step 2. Subtract the tens. That is, 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds. That is, 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. 2 is in the hundreds place, 8 is in the tens place, and 5 is in the ones place. Thus, 413 minus 128 is equal to 285. Let us consider another example. A shopkeeper had 745 kilograms of sugar and he sold 357 kilograms of sugar. How many kilograms of sugar are left with him? Since there are not enough ones, borrow 110 and regroup it into ones. Step 1. Subtract the ones, that is 15 minus 7 is equal to 8. 8 comes in the ones place. Also, as there are not enough tens, borrow 100 and regroup it into tens. Step 2. Subtract the tens. That is, 13 minus 5 is equal to 8. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds. That is, 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. 3 comes in the hundreds place, 8 in the tens place, and 8 in the ones place. Therefore, 388 kilograms of sugar is left with the shopkeeper. Exercise. Subtract the numbers. Remember to regroup the tens into ones. A. 773 minus 539. Write the numbers one below the other according to their place value. Step 1. Subtract the ones. But since there are not enough ones, we borrow 110 from the tens and regroup it into ones. Therefore, 13 minus 9 is equal to 4. Step 2. Subtract the tens. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds place. 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. Write 2 in the hundreds place, 3 in the tens place, and 4 in the ones place. The answer is 234. B. 652 minus 348. Write the numbers one below the other according to their place value. Step 1. 2 minus 8. Borrow 1 tens from the tens place and regroup it in the ones place. Hence, 12 minus 8 is equal to 4. Write 4 in the ones place. Step 2. Subtract the tens place. 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. Step 3. Subtract the hundreds place. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Write 3 in the hundreds place, 0 in the tens place, and 4 in the ones place. The answer is 304. Tick the correct answer. A. 500 minus 329 is equal to 171, 281 or 229. The answer is 171. B. 625 minus 248 is equal to 487, 387, 377. The answer is 377.